gang, gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and 1. Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Okay.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, it's one thing to complete the first pass of the year, but to complete your first deep ball, oh, that's got to feel great for him right now because he's worked on that in the entire offseason as well. But to see it downfield, your guy catching it, you know he feels great.
Uncork the arm a little bit, get the cobwebs dusted off. Now he's ready to roll.
Point it right. Hey, 133.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he completes this to Russell Gage. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Trouble, 38.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 83 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now we'll third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. There's the stiff arm. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First down, Mayfield. And it's complete to Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 32 yards.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. brought down. Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Tua, the final shot before half. This one complete to Christian Kirk. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis operating. Glad to set and ready to roll for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tua going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
It got his man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 30. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Let's go now.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And one more time, here's Kirk.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Black shot. Ready?
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Raiders. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, here's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Tua to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
In the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in